Welcome back guys, this is Nidungavel here. We are playing Pharaoh, the new era here. So we are into the next mission. In the previous mission we did complete a small village here in NUBT, in the river banks of Nile. And we are progressing to the next stage, THINIS. Your family begins the pre-dynastic period leading a small band of nomads through their discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps us to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. So we have crossed 400 years. So we are in 3100 BC. So let's get into it and see. And we have to provide or develop the huts into one ordinary cottage for having the winning conditions. And the landscape is going to be average. So let's see what do we have.
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has resettled in the area of THINIS in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is attempting to extend its influence over Lower Egypt and all lands along the River Nile, and to unite this realm under its own house with one supreme leader. Establishing THINIS as a thriving city like nothing ever seen before will prove the worthiness of the Thinite Confederacy and help them gain supremacy over Lower Egypt and the other factions vying for power. In time, this will mean providing the population with entertainment and building wonderful temples to worship the region's patron deity. To build a city this grand will require a substantial supply of cash. You'll find rich deposits of gold ore in THINIS, and harvesting them should be your first priority.
Okay, so the defeating condition is going to be same. We shouldn't go into debt more than 5,000 debens in negative, debens being the Egyptian currency here. And the winning condition is going to be one ordinary cottage. And there it is. We have the new beginnings. It is going to be the same rinse and repeat. So we'll start with the basic city. And I'm going to keep the game in paused condition so that we can see what we have here in the UI, because I didn't explain in the previous episode, isn't it? Yeah. So this is going to be the housing icon where you can place the houses here, and everything costs money. So always keep that in mind. Never go into debt in the beginning of the game. And even building roads cost us money. Always keep that in mind. And we have roadblocks to block the city outskirts, city limits, so that people who are roaming around don't roam far away. Services, we already have unlocked wells and water supplies. We have warehouses and architects post, and we are going to unlock some more in this end of the gameplay. And we have the only source of food yet we have is hunting ostriches here. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, this is going to be the spawn point. Do not delete them, you will lose everything. And then this is our granary and bazaar, which I've explained already in the previous episode. So yeah, so as the mission objective says, we have a gold deposit here. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? And how epic is the score, isn't it? I think we didn't have any score in the previous episode, but I think we have a score right now. I had some copyright claims and I sorted that out, and now we can have some good background scores. Let's see. We have some gold here, gold deposits, but the gold is not, we cannot start mining gold, isn't it? There it is, yeah. Gold mine needs to be placed near veins to produce gold that is transformed into debens at the palace. Okay, so we also have an opportunity to build the palace. And we have to give them entertainment. I think these all will unlock once the game progresses. There it is. This is the village palace. Stores most of the city treasure and allows you to collect tax. Must be built on a grassy area. Okay, so this is going to be our palace. Okay, now we have understood what are all the options we have. So let us connect a road right Let us plan the city. And I think we'll have our hunting lodges right here. But I'm going to put the granary right here. Can I rotate them? Oh, I can. Okay, let us put it right like this. And I think 2 lodges are going to be fine, isn't it? Yeah, right near the granary. And it is going to say employees needed because I'm planning with the food. So we need housing. But these housings are going to need some wells, isn't it? Let's see. Let us start small. And do we get a refund? Of course we do, right? Yeah, let us start small. And we're going to need a firehouse and an architect post. Now I'm gonna place it right here to make things and keep things compact. Yeah, I think this should do. And we are going to need a bazaar for distributing the food. Let us place it right here in the crossroads. And we'll observe what happens. Yes, we need to give them a water supply, but for now I think... Oh yeah, it has to be placed in a green pasture, isn't it? So initially we'll start with a well. And once we progress, we'll go into water supplies. And yeah. And we will unpause the game. So let's see what happens. And yes, I have to put the roadblocks here. I'm going to put it right here. And right here. Another roadblock right here. And if you keep your cursor upon a building, it will show you where they spawn and despawn. So make sure you put the roadblock far away from that. Otherwise we are going to have some issues. Because they'll spawn away from the roadblock and they'll keep traveling outside of the city. And you can remove this roadblock whenever you want. Look at that. And how is it looking? We need 17 additional workers. So I guess we expand a little bit. So do not spam houses. That is my personal suggestion. Because they don't require too many houses, because they do develop. Look at that. We have 20 occupants. We cannot expand more, but once they start getting the food and water, they will be able to expand. And I think I should place the roadblock a little bit far away. They should be getting their water from here, isn't it? Citizens without clean water deliveries can draw water from wells, but well-watered neighborhoods are not the healthiest and most desirable to live. Okay, the hunting is going on good. We are stacking up here, so we have to distribute the food. Now in the settings I've kept it accept none. In the default settings here, you can do it right here. Here in gameplay, I guess there it is storage yards default, and granaries I always keep it in none. And you can do the same for here also, but for bazaars and docking I don't do that. Otherwise it becomes too much it becomes too much work. Yeah, this music and this UI gives so much memories, of childhood for me. Because Pharaoh was the first game I ever played, which was a city building game. I played it on like 2001 or 2002, I guess. This game came out in 99. But at that point in India, we didn't have internet, so we cannot know about new games. We can only play the games which comes along with Windows 98, Windows 2000s, I guess. Yeah, XP was not a thing at that time. I think XP came in 2000, after 2003 or 4. And we used to get these magazines and CDs, like EFY, Electronics for You CDs, in which we used to get demo version of these basic games, maybe 1 or 2 missions. And at that point I didn't really understand the concept of civilization games. I never knew Caesar or Stronghold Crusader or Age of Empires. No, nothing. I never knew all these games. And Pharaoh was the first game I played, and that time the movie Mummy was around, right? In 2000, 2001 we had a lot of Egyptian based movies like Mummy, then we had the Mummy 2, then we had Scorpion King, then we had Mummy 3. All these came out at that era. So the Egyptian culture was a hype during the 2000s. And there was also that Y2K situation going on, right? So we see this Egyptian Mayan cultures again and again in news and discovery channels, because TV was our only source of entertainment, right? So that is how I came around Pharaoh, and that time I used to call the game Pharaoh Demo, because I was a kid. I was like in 1st grade or 2nd grade, and I didn't know demo means demonstration, It is a sample of the game. I never knew that. I really thought the game was called Pharaoh Demo. So I used to call this game Pharaoh Demo. We all used to as kids. So yeah, this brings back memories where life was very simple, and all you do is eat food, sleep well, go to school, come back home, and you come back home happily because you're going to play the game. Simple times. So speaking of simple times, I think the bazaar is having enough food here. So we have game meat here. I think this will be slowly distributed. We are filling up the granary. So I think 2 hunting lodges are going to be enough for filling 1 granary. And how is the unemployment? We still need 3 additional workers. So let us plan 2 more houses here. And the water is getting in.
Fires are burning. All I can think about is how hungry I am.
Yeah, I think we need people to work in bazaars. Look at that. So we need 1 more worker to complete this distribution, because I think they are collecting the food from the granary. Now it will be fulfilled. Look at that.
I do my best to give the people what they want.
And this well is still not being used. Should we directly go with the well? I guess so. I guess we'll move the roadblock right here. We'll give them a well or a water supply right here. And look at that, all of a sudden unemployment has reached to 5%. We just added 2 more huts. These are all still crude huts. I think the next stage is going to be a mega shanty, isn't it? Now I think after crude hut it is going to be sturdy hut. But we'll see. But our objective is to bring it to an ordinary cottage, yeah. Okay. And now the game is teaching us about the speed management. Okay, fine. Okay, the well is being... Yeah, the water supply will start. I think we'll have a guy similar to the fireman here. Oh, look at that. We have 100 people. And this is our architect. Look at him. Going around with the set square. And there is this guy. This guy manages water.
I see plenty of people out of work as I make my deliveries.
Look at that. The bazaar trader is out distributing goods. Look at that. This has already developed into a sturdy hut, and they're having the food here. Good. So we can give them 4 options of food, 4 varieties. the more we progress in the game, and we can have 4 goods and we can have 4 luxury goods. And you can also see it here, we have residents report no crime at all, and then no fire risk, which is very important and cannot collapse. This is being taken care by the architect, and the inhabitants of this house are in excellent health. I think we need a physician for that. And there it is. Why this hut is not evolving, you can also see the reason here. This dwelling cannot evolve until the desirability of the area improves. A nearby building granary is having a detrimental effect on the desirability of this location. So I think at some point we will relocate these huts to somewhere else. But for now we have 15% of unemployment. So I guess we wait. And I'm going to remove this well. And have we unlocked anything yet? Not really. The meat is full. The people are doing good. We have 15% of unemployment. I think we can put another granary to provide them with a job. We'll put it right here. And the unemployment, look at that, the unemployment just dropped. So I think we are going to start building our houses here. We will relocate these people right here. Once these are occupied by our inhabitants, I think we'll remove these. Because staying near the granary is going to have a detrimental effect on them. We don't want that to happen. So we'll put a roadblock right here and remove these two. Once it starts displaying unemployment, I'll slowly remove these. Now the moment I do this, you'll see people leaving. Some people might go to these huts, and some people, mostly, they'll leave.
I've been kicked out of my home, and through no fault of my own.
Sorry, my man. Okay, I think this will slowly develop. I'm not going to place the well right here because I think people are not going to feel happy about it. And now let's see how this well works. Now this one actually has to work now. There it is, it works. Okay. Now once the water is being supplied by the supplier, they're not going to need this well, and you'll see this water vanishing just to show us that people don't consume it. Look at that. So this is an indication. So let's remove it. And look at that. These guys are getting back. Let's ask one of them.
I've been kicked out of my home, and through no fault of my own.
Are they going to get in? Or are they going to leave? There it is, they're getting in. Good. So 4 of these shanties, or 4 of these housings have plots have combined to become a meager shanty. There it is. So I think these are all in multiples of 4 except these 2. So I think we'll add 2 more, and we'll see these combined in a different way. Yeah, people are getting in. Good. Now you will see once these are occupied, these 2 will share here and they will share cascadingly. We are having 11% unemployment, so I don't want to build more because we don't have a population limit, right? We don't. Okay. I'm sorry guys, every time I get into the objective, the the background score will change. Now look at that. Even they are small, they are still a meager shanty. As long as you provide them with the goods they need, they'll be happy. And water source is not shown here as a food source because those are all basic amenities which they need to live. clean water, some safety. Look at that, they have low fire risk now. From no, it has become low. So I guess we have to place firehouse and engineering post right here, architect's post, and we'll give them a road so that this will be accessible. Look at that, people who were kicked out are coming back. So let's see. And here I didn't explain the map, isn't it? We are in the west bank of Nile, and there is some fertile alluvial soil, delta soil here, delta deposits here, where we can cultivate crops. And yeah, we have to start mining gold, isn't it? We were losing money because currently we have no source of income. We are only spending the money. We are paying people to do their jobs. All these workers are being paid by us, and the faster we get into a bigger shanty, the better it is. We have 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. We need 10 more. And I think we are going to need another bazaar. Let us put it right here. Or you know what, we'll put it right next to the existing bazaar. I think we need to put it in the opposite side, isn't it? Yeah. Let us build a road like this. Done. And do we have unemployment? We do. We have 17%. But I guess we have to expand now so that we can have more shanties. Because 4 of them combine into one mega shanty, right? Yeah. So we have to balance this unemployment and additional worker, overemployment and unemployment. We have to keep this balance. So we'll keep adding some services. I know this is going to drain all our money from our treasury. But in order to progress, we need to develop the city more. Once we start collecting taxes, then it is going to be fine. We will make a break even. But I think until then we have to wait. And I think we're going to need a road once we develop that. And look at that, both the granaries are filled up by the hunting lodges because the consumption of game meat is lesser than the production here. You'll slowly see this tipping over at some point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess we have to start again. We will connect a road like this. So we'll slowly expand and we'll see what happens. So you guys will see once, look at that. This is how it combines. So if it is not combining in the middle like this, we have 2 more houses. I think we are going to remove this road and expand the housing here a little bit. 2 more houses. We'll see. We have enough food to supply. I know the unemployment has reached 33%, but I think we are going to be fine. And we have crossed 250 in population right here. There it is, they are combining properly here. Look at that, even the people who were kicked out are coming back. That is good. I think that is going to be enough for now, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The moment these guys develop, I think we will evolve to mega shanties. I think we'll progress in the gameplay. Yeah, so we are in 3000 BC in THINIS. It has been 2 years. And we have 300 plus people, almost half of the population is unemployed. Let's see, what can we do? We have enough bazaars, we can give them a well. It also provides employment, right? We place it a little bit far away from the dwellings here, so that they don't have a detrimental effect here. You know, sometimes they do. Look at that, managing your treasury. Each structure you place costs debents, not counting what you will spend to pay workers' salaries. One way to make back the money is to mine gold. Place at least 2 gold mines near veins of ore so you can start production of this precious metal. Make sure they have access to workforce, and don't forget to protect them against collapse risk. So we're going to need an architect post near the mines. And we'll continue this episode in the next session, guys. And I hope you like today's gameplay. If you do, kindly like, share, and do comment on how my gameplay is, how my narrations are. And yes, I do post on a daily basis. If you guys wish to watch this series continuously, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel Nedagaval. Until next time, this is Nedagaval signing off. Take care and stay tuned.